Well, good morning, everyone. I'd like to thank you all for joining us today for the Scottsboro State of the City Address with Mayor Jim Mccamy. I'm Jim Barkley. I'm the chairman of the Mountain Lakes Chamber Board of Directors, and I'm pleased to welcome you today to join us with the mayor. First of all, I'd like to thank our presenting sponsors, Scottsboro Electric Power Board and Scottsboro Water, Sewer, and Gas. Thank you very much. I'd also like to thank our gold sponsors, CFD Research Corporation and City of Scottsboro, our silver sponsors, Family Savings Credit Union, and our table sponsors, Mr. Reuter and the Scottsboro City Board of Education. I'd also like to acknowledge the following special guests we have in attendance with us today. Representatives from Congressman Dale Strong's office, Dylan Smith and Ellen Reed. Representative from Senator Tommy Tuberville's office, Gwen Shelton. The Scottsboro City Council, the Jackson County Commission, Highlands Medical Center President Ashley Poole, Superintendent of Scottsboro City Schools Amy Childress, Representative from the Jackson County Legislative Delegation Julie Harper, Chip Cherry from the Huntsville Chamber of Commerce, and of course the family of our mayor, Jim Mccamy's family. At this time, Bill Nance is going to come forward, and he is the chairman of the Jackson County Commission. He'll lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance. And immediately following that, Holland Griggs, Alex Holder, and Tori Lynch from the Scottsboro High School will sing our national anthem. So I'd ask everyone to please stand now.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you will please join me as we honor our nation with our Pledge of Allegiance. Salute, pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Again, thanks so much to the students of Scottsboro High School. That was great. Today, it's my honor and privilege to introduce Scottsboro Mayor Jim Mccamy, a good friend, close friend, someone I grew up with. It is truly an honor for me to do that. Jim was elected mayor of Scottsboro in August of 2020. Mayor Mccamy retired from TVA in December 2019 as the manager of the TVA Crisis and Emergency Management, where he was responsible for the implementation of crisis and emergency preparedness for TVA non-nuclear programs. Prior to his service at TVA, he served as a U.S. Representative Bud Kramer's Congressional District Director. As a district director, he managed congressional staff and multiple district offices across North Alabama. Mayor Mccamy worked with local and state government officials, as well as other federal agencies and officials. He was also the liaison working with North Alabama Economic Development and business development organization help recruit jobs to our local area. Before working with Congressman Kramer, Mayor Mccamy served the state of Alabama as an area coordinator for the State of Alabama Emergency Management Agency. This included manager for the State of Alabama Earthquake Program and public information officer for the Chemical Stockpile Emergency Preparedness Program. Mayor McCamy also served Jackson County as the director of the Jackson County Emergency Management Agency. And as the Jackson County EMA director, he was responsible for all the hazard planning for Jackson County. Mayor McCamy has been and continues to be an outstanding servant leader of our community. And all of you here today, I know, have recognized the progress and great work that he has done. And we know that there will be much more coming in the future. So again, it's my honor to introduce Mayor Jim McCamy.
Thank y'all for being here this morning. I'm going to go off script just a little bit here, which is usually not a good idea, but I'm going to anyway. First, a round of applause for Linda Hall and her catering, please. That was fantastic. Thank you, Linda. We've got two heroes here with us this morning, Jim and Bill Nance, both retired generals, and thank you both for your service. We appreciate it very much. Thank you, Holland, Alex, and Tori for the national anthem. I know they had to slip out. They had another class this morning. I think they had to get here. But we're blessed with incredible talent among our students here. County Commission Chair Bill Nance, thank you for joining us today and for leading us in the Pledge of Allegiance. I appreciate your leadership, your partnership, and friendship. We must maintain this high standard to make sure that we move the residents of Scottsboro and Jackson County forward. Reverend Polly Robb, thank you for being here this morning and for the heartfelt invocation. Thank you. Thank you, Scottsboro Electric Power Board, Manager Philip Cheney, Scottsboro Water Board, and Chairman Jim Green. Thank you for being here as our presenting sponsors this morning. But beyond that, I want to thank you both for your efforts during the extreme cold at Christmas. That was an unusual event, but both of your departments went above and beyond during this incident. Philip, I appreciate your excellent communication and updates as you and your team worked to reduce the impact of the TVA-directed rolling blackout, which was a first in history for TVA. Jimmy, thank you for your and your team's efforts to keep the water flowing in Scottsboro, as well as your support of other water systems in Jackson County to make sure that they were working and full. We appreciate what y'all did very much. Both of you had crews working all the way through Christmas, and we appreciate what y'all did. Chamber of Commerce staff, Chair Jim Barkley, thank you for coordinating, managing, publicizing this event this morning, and making sure that we had such a great crowd here today. Appreciate it. Larry Bowen, I'm not sure where you are. Thank you for the manager of the Civic Center. Thank you for directing the setup here for this today. And special thanks to Katie Kirkland, Shonda Bartlett, and Clint Sebring for their assistance in creating, setting up, and producing today's presentation. City Council, thank you. Without your commitment, your engagement to help improve Scottsboro, we would not have been able to have the successes we had this year and those objectives we hope to accomplish in the coming year. So thank you very much. City Attorney Steve Kinmer, thank you for your close counsel, guidance, and helping ensure we continue to comply with all legal and procedural guidance. We appreciate what you do for the city of Scottsboro. To the department heads, thank you for what you do every day to ensure our objectives and efforts are met to provide the very best services to our citizens. To our city employees that are with us, thank you for your work and dedication to the city of Scottsboro. I can't overstate the value of the importance of our employees. They have continued to be on the job, serve the city and residents for the past 3 years as we dealt with, emerged from the COVID pandemic. And to my family, thank you. Couldn't do it without you. I appreciate you going through this exciting journey with us to help improve our city in the area. Alabama State Senator and Steve Livingston and State Representative Mike Kirkland could not be with us today. They're obviously in session, doing what they're supposed to be doing. I appreciate their leadership, friendship, and their help and support with any and all aspects of state government. They're both assets to North Alabama, and we are excited about the possibilities of them as our delegation in working with them. That was the wrong thing to do. Bear with me just a minute. Now I may have to get Clint some help up here. I knew that was going to happen. Yeah, thank you, Clint. And I'll say something about Clint earlier or later in the presentation. Today I want to review accomplishments from last year and what we hope to accomplish this year. I have and will continue to advocate communication, collaboration, and cooperation. To support that, we continue working to create and enhance partnerships throughout all levels of city government and supporting organizations, as well as neighboring cities and counties. We have continued to conduct monthly partnership meetings among the city, the Chamber of Commerce, the Economic Development Authority, Goose Pond Colony, Commercial Development Authority, the Downtown Redevelopment Authority, Main Street, Impact, Scottsboro Electric Power Board, Scottsboro Water and Sewer and Gas Board. This year, we added the Scottsboro Board of Education and Huntsville Hospital Highlands Medical Center in 2022. We work closely with Huntsville Hospital Highlands Medical Center as they continue to improve facilities and provide excellent health care to the residents of Scottsboro and Jackson County. As a result of the affiliation with Huntsville Hospital, they have also become a significant economic development tool for our area. Ashley Poole, congratulations on your selection as president of Huntsville Hospital Highlands Medical Center. Thank you for your collaboration and partnership, and we're pleased to have you and your husband, Dr. Tracy Poole, in Scottsboro. Thank you for joining us this morning. We also partner with the Scottsboro Board of Education. We worked closely with the Board of Education to conduct the ad valorem renewal referendum on February 28th. This referendum continued the property tax dedicated to the schools and our kids that was essentially was established in 1954 and essentially established the Scottsboro City School System. Additionally, we supported their request for new bond issue to support classroom addition and expansion at Caldwell Elementary School and facility upgrades at Scottsboro High School. I was contacted by Mr. Jason Lombard with Redstone Federal Credit Union last year regarding a banking initiative Redstone was interested in implementing in an area high school. We helped connect and facilitate a partnership between Scottsboro High School and Redstone Federal Credit Union to locate a branch in Scottsboro High School. This will support classes in financial literacy, and students will actually be in charge of the daily operations of the branch under the direction of a math teacher. Jason, thank you for being here with us this morning. We appreciate it very much. Superintendent Childers, congratulations on the public signing of an education partnership agreement with the U.S. Army Aviation and Missile Defense Command this past Monday. This partnership will help provide career technical education courses for students in advanced manufacturing, subtractive manufacturing, cybersecurity, and aerospace engineering. We are very excited about the opportunities this will open to our students. This also has the potential to open up and enhance the existing partnership and collaboration among the city and county boards of education and Northeast State Community College. We have seen significant growth in our school system in the past year. Scottsboro City Schools have enrolled 136 students since August 4th of last year. Over 30% or 40 of these new students came from 8 different states. Superintendent Amy Childers, thank you for your work and academic excellence and for our students and for being here this morning. Another significant partnership we have is with Northeast Alabama Community College. We've worked with Northeast through the Scottsboro Industrial Board, the Jackson County Economic Development Authority to provide out a location and facilities for Northeast State's commercial driver's license truck driving program training facility. That's a mouthful. We continue to work with the IDB, the EDA, and Northeast to identify additional efforts and facilities that will enhance this program. We're extremely excited about the new Workforce Development Center at Northeast. In talking with Dr. Campbell, he's told us that this will be a first-class, state-of-the-art, $26 million facility that will support business and industry's workforce training needs in the Northeast Alabama region and further enhance the dual enrollment possibilities of our students. They anticipate a groundbreaking in late spring to early summer. We appreciate Dr. Campbell's vision and work at Northeast State Community College. The past year, your city council has managed your funds and your tax dollars very well. And with the guidance of Finance Director Rick Wheeler, I'm happy to report the city of Scottsboro is in very sound financial condition. Even as difficult as the past 3 years of COVID have been with shutdowns, supply chain issues, and employment challenges, we have come out of this stronger. As we emerged from the pandemic and the impact it had on everyone, we had to look at ways to help the recovery process. The City Council made a much-deserved across-the-board salary increase for all city employees to enable us to compete with other municipalities and employers. Thank you, City Council, for doing this. Our 2022 revenue looks like this. I think it's on the screen. FY22, our sales tax was up to $13.6 million from $12.2 in 21. Property tax in last year was up $1.63 million from $1.36 million in 21. Business licenses in FY22, they were up to $1.36 million from $1.05 million the year before. TVA in lieu of tax payments. In 22, it was up to $796,575 from $739,020 the year before. Now, this does represent an 8% increase from 2021. However, this is following a 53% decrease over the last 10 years, which is significant to the budgets for us and for other municipalities and the county. Our garbage collection will remain level at $3.9 million. Our salary and benefits were up to $15.12 million from $14.17 million in 21. And our lodging tax was up to $537,000 from $504,000 in 21. 20% of this goes to the Tourism Grant Fund, the DRA, the CDA, and Main Street. The city provided $41,000 in tourism grants in FY22. So our total budgeted revenue in 22 was up to $24.6 million from $22.8 million the year before. We continue to maintain an A+ bond rating here. This is the highest possible rating for a city of our size. You know, one thing that's incredibly important to us is economic development to help our growth. I know you've heard me say this before, but one of the first roles in economic development is to take care of your existing industries first, and we take that rule very seriously. 80 to 85% of job growth for industrial jobs comes from existing industries. Jackson County Economic Development Authority and the Scottsboro Industrial Board continue to provide incredible service and support to existing industries as they work to support expansion as well as recruit new industries. In 22, we had $46.8 million worth of capital investment from existing industries here. That's significant. Additionally, there are several local industries with planned expansions and companies looking to hire new employees with existing openings. 2023 is poised to be a great year for Scottsboro and Jackson County. The IDB has approved plans did approve plans for a $2.2 million, 20,000 square foot warehouse addition that created 8 new jobs in the Scottsboro Industrial Park, and that is now complete. CFD Research relocated from Goose Pond to the Scottsboro section of the Jackson County Industrial Park in 2021. CFD has been open in their new facility just over a year and already has an expansion underway utilizing an additional 63 acres of space in the park that will be complete this year. Samir Singhal, thank you for investing in Scottsboro and Jackson County, and we appreciate you being with us this morning and continuing your dad's legacy in this area. Thank you. In June of 21, the Alabama League of Municipalities announced an economic development program, Development Academy. And we applied, we were accepted along with 29 other municipalities from across the state. Our team was comprised of City Council members Richard Bailey, Mike Ashburn, EDA Director Nathan Lee, ID Board member Roy Light, and me. We successfully completed this in 2022 and are considering the opportunity to participate in Part 2 of the ED Academy. With that said, and I continue to hammer this point home, Every single one of us here plays a part in economic development in this area. I can't overstate that. Whether it is industrial or retail, prospects evaluate potential sites. They come to our community, they drive our streets, they talk to our residents, employees in restaurants, convenience stores, read our newspapers, and monitor Facebook. They know everything about our community before we know they're even looking or interested in us. They do their homework. The image we project says everything about our community and can be a deciding factor on location decisions. In 2022, we continue to improve our infrastructure. In 21, we were awarded $3.4 million in American Rescue Plan Act, or ARPA funding. We received $1.7 million in July of 21 and the balance in July of 2022. One of the approved uses for this funding was infrastructure. Last summer, I requested and the City Council approved $1.6 million for water system improvements in the form of a 16-inch water main targeting future residential, commercial, and industrial growth. Scottsboro Water, Sewer, and Gas is currently installing the line on Crawford Road from Alabama Highway 35 to US 72. That will be a significant factor in the future industrial recruiting. You know, one of the first contacts that visitors can have here is at the Scottsboro Municipal Airport. We are fortunate to have the facilities we do at Scottsboro Municipal Airport Word Field. Our airport serves as a significant economic development tool as well as for general aviation. J.B. Sandlin is doing a great job for our community as airport manager. And last year, we added 5.38 acres of property to the airport site, and we continue to work with the Airport Advisory Board towards additional property acquisition to provide more functional space for the airport. We have also taken steps to improve the appearance of the terminal and continue to seek grants and further improve the runway and the ramp. Martin Aviation is the tenant at the maintenance hangar, and their business continues to grow. We did have significant retail growth last year, and with projects, 32 new projects totaling $17.3 million, 52 remodel projects at $8.3 million. Shops of Scottsboro is the main contributing factor to that initial investment. Since opening in November of last year, the businesses and shops have continued to exceed revenue projections. I said both at the groundbreaking and the ribbon cutting that this would be a transformational development for Scottsboro and Jackson County, and it is proving to be the case. Since the announcement of Shops of Scottsboro, Starbucks has opened. High Country Toyota has relocated and is opened. The new Whataburger is up and moving toward a late spring, early summer opening date. Chandra Lancaster, marketing system coordinator for Whataburger, is here with us this morning. We appreciate you being here. Duncan has received site approval from the Planning Commission. Chick-fil-A began site demo and pad work in March 6th with a projected opening of late summer and early fall. Beth Monroe and John McCleskey are here with us this morning. Beth is the franchisee. John is the developer. We appreciate you both being here with us this morning. Thank you. As a result of this retail growth, we're happy to report to you an increase of over 450 new and announced jobs for Scottsboro and Jackson County. That's significant. We owe a huge thank you to Governor Ivey's Director of Alabama Department of Economic and Community Affairs, Mr. Ken Boswell. We requested funding assistance for the intersection upgrade on Highway 35 at the Chick-fil-A site. Director Boswell has approved a $300,000 community development block grant for this project that will be starting soon. Our retail recruiting firm, Retail Strategies, continues to actively communicate and promote our city. They recently informed us of numerous inquiries regarding buildings, vacant buildings, as well as building space for a full-service restaurant, 4 fast casual restaurants, a couple of big box interests, and an additional hotel, things that we all really need in this area. You couldn't miss all the transportation projects completed and underway this year. And no, we're not starting a barrel farm at 72 in County Park, but that's what it looks like. In FY22, we requested and the City Council approved significant resurfacing projects. County Park Road in Roseberry and Bob Jones and Anderson Road were completed at a cost of $869,500. We continue to develop our 23 resurfacing plan, working with Water, Sewer, and Gas Board and their planned projects and grant applications. Following the same process we followed before, looking at major collectors, high traffic areas with the most need, and adding adjacent streets as a package to help get a better price. The safety project at Highway 72 and County Park Road continues to progress with a cost of over $4 million, which includes over $3 million in funding from an A-Trip 2 grant and a safety grant. Expected completion is early to mid-summer. We do ask your continued patience as you come through 72 at County Park, but this will make the intersection safer and more functional, and this is a critical element in managing future traffic and safety loads on Highway 72. Working with City Engineer Josh Little, we have transportation infrastructure projects that will be starting soon. Mccamy to Byron Road, the frontage road extension site design is in process. This will continue the frontage road access and support site development for Citizens Bank. I offer special thank you to the leadership and congregation at Trinity Baptist Church. This extension would not have been possible without their cooperation for an easement to allow functional access across their property to Byron Road. I've already mentioned the project at Highway 35 in Mccamy for Chick-fil-A. This will significantly improve access to Mccamy and Chick-fil-A and help traffic in that area. These projects have an estimated cost of $1.5 million and will support new retail growth as well as traffic flow in Scottsboro. Earlier I mentioned the 16-inch water main on Crawford Road. Once that is complete, Crawford Road will be resurfaced to include an improvement to the intersection of Crawford Road and Highway 35 at an estimated cost of some $650,000. We applied for and were awarded a $250,000 Rebuild Alabama grant from ALDOT to assist with this work. Senator Livingston played a significant role in helping secure this Rebuild Act funding. So, where's the housing for the residents expected to be coming with this growth? New residential growth in 2022, there were 61 new homes for a total of $18.2 million of investment here. There are also 102 remodel projects. New housing developments have been proposed, including one plan that will provide up to 80 single-family homes. That's significant. There's also a development on Snodgrass Road that already has 8 single-family homes, with more single-family homes planned as well as apartments. Crawford Road development with 56 units is under construction at this time. This will be a good starting point toward addressing our needs for new housing. We are moving forward with our efforts to improve our city. In 2019, the City of Scottsboro was awarded a Community Development Block Grant through ADECA to remove blighted and dilapidated structures within the City of Scottsboro. We completed that project and closed it in 2021 following the removal of some 25 structures. Last year, we applied for and were awarded another $400,000 grant to continue our cleanup efforts. We developed the list of some 40 structures that we're targeting for removal, and we're in the process of contacting the property owners to get their approval to remove and move forward with this project. Also, we are implementing more aggressive actions to help clean up our city, to include abandoned houses, vehicles, and trash. Thanks to Councilwoman Nita Tolliver for championing a Sparkle and Shine initiative planned for this spring. Stay tuned for more details on that. All of these efforts will serve to improve the appearance of Scottsboro, enhance our opportunities for growth, and is a general indicator of our quality of life. Scottsboro is currently part of several regional and multi-state programs and projects. Dr. John Kovach, Executive Director of the Singing River Trail, continues to work tirelessly to establish trail opportunities in North Alabama. John has recently brought Anna Clem on as an Associate Director, and Anna is here with us today. Thank you, Anna, for being here. The Singing River Trail will be over 200 miles of greenways connecting North Alabama from Bridgeport to the Mississippi state line, something we've never seen before. This is truly a regional partnership. Our initial goal for SRT is to establish a greenway leg of the trail connecting downtown Scottsboro to Goose Pond Colony. That will also include a blueway access to Roseberry Embayment. This will provide much sought-after outdoor walking and biking opportunities that have become critically important for our quality of life. The blueway access will support our connection to the Tennessee River line. Last year, the City of Scottsboro was accepted as a member of Tennessee River Line, along with the City of Stevenson, the town of Langston, and Jackson County. Tennessee Riverline is a system of blueway or water trail experiences that will provide users with continuous access to the 652-mile Tennessee River. The goal is to connect it with the Singing River Trail, providing endless recreational opportunities and access. Also last year, Jackson County was added as the 4th county to Launch 2035, joining Madison, Limestone, and Morgan counties. Launch 2035 is a regional partnership designed to rethink and imagine our region's economies by 2035, and SRT was actually born out of that initiative. We continue to work with the Scottsboro Boys Museum to help improve their museum. Congratulations to Dr. Tom Reedy and the Scottsboro Boys Museum Board for the work they have done and are continuing to do. We look forward to Governor Ivey's planned visit here tomorrow to help observe the 92nd anniversary of the Scottsboro Boys' arrest. Goose Pond Colony continues to be one of our largest recreational assets and attractions. Fishing tournaments have started for this year and continue to grow both in size and number. We have a significant number of tournaments here. The Lake Course Greens project started in June of 22 and was completed in October at a cost of just under $1 million to complete. Also, Goose Pond has added existing 67 new acres next to the existing campground that is not impacted or restricted by TVA land use covenants, which is significant. The Goose Pond Board has also bought a harvester that will help significantly with controlling the eel grass and keeping the marina area open. You know, Scottsboro, we are blessed with many capable city departments. Our recreation department is bringing more basketball tournaments as well as softball tournaments for this year. Our city will host 3 to 4 multi-day regional state tournaments this summer. Partnering with the Scottsboro Electric Power Board, we added lighted crossing signs at Heroes Drive entrance to enhance the safety of families and participants for our sports activities, as well as the general public who use our walking trail system from Caldwell Park to Bynum and Veterans Fields. The City Council approved additional lighting to the walking trail at Bynum Park, which is in place, and thank you to the Electric Power Board for our help with that. Additional lighting for Caldwell Park, which is under design. And thank you, Mr. Jim Olenese, for your work in helping design that. Last year, the City Council approved ARPA funding for a 6-court pickleball complex. Work started last year and will be completed sometime this summer, which will be a great addition to our recreation complex. And again, Jim Olenese, thank you for your work with this. This is significant. Chief Latimer and his officers continue to do an incredible job of keeping our city safe. Captain Zachy Gant and Officer Chris Roney, would you stand, please? Captain Gant and Officer Roney demonstrated courage and professionalism with their swift actions and saved a life that might otherwise have been lost. They both received the Life-Saving Award for their actions as a result of their life-saving actions on November 7, 2022. Thank you for your service, gentlemen. The Scottsboro Police Citizens Academy was restarted in 2022 after a 2-year absence due to COVID. As most everyone is aware, the Jackson County E911 Public Safety Answering Point is housed and staffed at the Scottsboro Police Department and serves all of Jackson County. Last year, through a cooperative agreement with the city, the county, the 911 board, and the Volunteer Fire Association, we started the process of moving to a new computer-aided dispatcher CAD system software for E911 that will more effectively serve the citizens of Scottsboro and Jackson County. This system has been a long time coming. We've had E911 since the early 90s, and this is a significant addition and upgrade to that equipment. Fire Chief Gene Necklace and his department do a great job of being proactive in fire prevention, reducing the risk to citizens through the fire code inspection and plan reviews for existing and new businesses. They continue to partner with Red Cross and the Alabama Fire College to provide smoke alarms to our citizens with the installation of over 650 smoke alarms at no cost to taxpayers. Our firefighters completed over 5,700 hours of continuing education and training, including adding 25 state certifications. Our IT director, Mr. Clint Sebring, continues to ensure our city's IT capabilities and security, which is important at this point. We launched a more user-friendly version of the city website last year. As a result, our website traffic has more than doubled, while enabling residents to apply for business license and building permits online. Thanks to Clint Sebring, as I displayed earlier, for those of us who are technologically challenged, he keeps us functioning pretty well. Thank you, Clint. Benny Bell and his team at Cedar Hill Cemetery are tasked with maintaining the cemetery, and they continue to perform a tremendous service to our community as they deal with our families in their most difficult times. We have recently opened 3 new sections to the cemetery, and with one of those being designated for mausoleum options. Thank you, Benny, for what you and your crew do. At the street department, Wayne and his staff do an incredible job. In addition to the daily operations of sidewalk repair, replacement, routine drainage, debris cleanup, and mowing, they keep the square along with all the street edges and gutters. In 2022, we added 2 new knuckle booms and a triaxle dump for an investment of $541,000. We really appreciate the job that Stacy Ledwell and his folks at the sanitation department do. Recycling for 2022 processed 1,500 tons, or 3 million pounds, of recyclables, and they were sold on monthly bids totaling $242,000. New landfill equipment investment was $1.9 million for 2022. Under the direction of Katie Kirkland, Main Street had another successful year as we celebrated 120 years of Trade Day. Starting in 1902, Trade Days is one of the oldest vendor events in the Southeast and the oldest event in tradition in Scottsboro. At the Main Street, Alabama Conference, our Scottsboro Main Street received 3 awards of excellence. Excellence in planning and public space, excellence in preservation, and excellence in promotion. Thank you, Katie, for what you and the Main Street Board do. In closing, thank you all for your time and participation this morning. I hope I have effectively communicated and described the partnerships that exist, are required, and their importance in moving Scottsboro forward. Now it's time to take us to the next level. I've delivered a lot of positive information this morning, but along with that, there will continue to be challenges. We will continue to meet those challenges through communication, collaboration, and cooperation, and solid partnerships. I'm deeply humbled and appreciative to each one of you for allowing me to represent you as your mayor. I ask for your continued prayers and support as we continue to pursue quality retail and industrial growth that provide quality jobs for our present and future residents. Thank you all. May God bless you, and may God bless Scottsboro. Now we get to do the fun stuff. I started a mayor's award last year, and because we missed the first year due to COVID, I did 2 awards last year. This year we're doing 1. And I've got a bit of a lengthy bio here, but I'm not sure she knows it's coming. So our 2023 Mayor's Award winner didn't come to us until 2009, but since then has had an incredible impact on Scottsboro and Jackson County. She was a founding volunteer of Nourish One Child backpack program in the spring of 2013. What started by serving 25 children at Brownwood Elementary School is now serving all 5 Scottsboro elementary schools, and over 400 children in the city schools receive bags of food for the weekend. During the pandemic school closure, Nourish One Child provided over 12,000 bags of food to Scottsboro City school children. She coordinated volunteers from 12 local churches and the Lions Club who contributed over 5,000 hours of volunteer time. Over 10,000 food items were donated and over $100,000 was donated. During 2020, she submitted and got approval for Nourish One Child to become a 501c3 nonprofit corporation and established a board of directors. She's a founding member of the Jackson County Food for Thought program, which is a coalition of all 15 backpack programs in Jackson County. She has helped coordinate fundraising efforts for civics clubs, churches, and businesses in Scottsboro and Jackson County, and over $100,000 has been raised. She is also a member of Mountain Lakes Chamber of Commerce and was the 2020 Grand Marshal of the Scottsboro Christmas Parade. She has received commendation from State of Alabama House of Representatives for professional achievement and outstanding service to others, and received special recognition awards from former Alabama Governor Bob Riley and former U.S. Congressman Bud Kramer. She is also the recipient of the 2021-22 Lions Club of Alabama Aubrey Green Humanitarian Award. Mary Kay, would you come forward? Surprise?
Yes. Little Kathy asked me to give her an example of a bio, and I thought she was, that she was writing one.
It's my honor to present you with this year's Mayor's Award. Thank you so much.
Well, can I say a
Yes,
few
you can.
words?
Please do.
When Gene and I married in 2008, and we wanted to live on the river. And we started in Knoxville, and we could afford the lot and not the house. So we came on down, and we had a friend tell us about a home out on Goose Pond Island, and we couldn't find it the first time. We did the second time. But for the first year, I prayed a lot, and I asked God to lead me. I had been director of the Volunteer Center in Decatur for 25 and a half years, and I loved working with volunteers, and he found my place when we learned about the needs of children on weekends to have food, and started, as I say, with 25, and now we're at 414, spending $3,500 every week for food. But it takes a community to do anything, and Scottsboro, we love every moment, every morning that we get up and see what we can do to make Scottsboro better, participate in different activities, and I'm looking forward to coming to the museum tomorrow. I was sick and didn't get to come when you had your open house. Coming from Decatur, I have a lot of history and friends with the lady who wrote the book, but we have a special community, and we appreciate the Scottsboro City Schools. We couldn't do it without them, and their faculty at the schools and the Ms. Childers and all the staff that help, and it's like I say, we love living here, don't plan on going anywhere. Richie Reynolds called me some time ago. She said, "I hear you're moving." And I said, "What do you mean I'm moving?" Rumors get started. We're not going anywhere. Thank you.
We're glad you looked the second time to find the house and that you're not going anywhere. Thank you, Mary Kay.
Well, again, Mayor Mccamy, thank you so much for being so open and giving us, he started saying there's some good, but there's a lot of great things that have happened because of as he said, not only the mayor, city council, the electric power board, water, everybody's on board, education, and it's great. And we thank you for your leadership and what you mean to this town. And we look forward to being with you on this journey for a long time. So again, thank you very much. And thank all of you for coming out. And I also want to, again, thank the Electric Power Board, Water, Sewer, and Gas for our main sponsorships, because, again, y'all always step up when asking. Thank you so much. Thank you all for coming. Have a great day.